They don't want your soul to be free and happy and creative. They want you dumbed down and hateful and evil and unhappy like they are.
Our enemies have made clear the danger they pose to our security.
We're just right outside the security perimeter at this national security event in New York City, just a few hundred yards away from Madison Square Garden, where at least 10,000 police are stationed, supposedly providing security for the Republican National Convention and all the delegates and media that are going to be here.
Sadly, we live in a world where, for the foreseeable future, you're going to have to provide security all the time.
Who do you work for? Well, you need to tell us. I mean, this is a free country. Officer, can you tell me this guy's badge number? Secret Police. This covers his badge up? Secret Police in America.
This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you and goodbye.
The ritual?
That's none of your damn business.
We're also going to be talking to the protesters and finding out if the protesters are discussing real issues or if it's more of this phony left-right paradigm.
On Monday, that Zogby poll was released that showed 50% of New York City residents believe the government had foreknowledge and made a conscious decision not to intervene. 50% of the people who live in New York believe that.
Both candidates are cousins. They're skull and bones. They're bringing in big government and tyranny. The evidence is clear. The military-industrial complex was intimately involved in 9/11.
Many of the nearly 2,000 protesters arrested over the past few days have been taken to an old bus depot on Manhattan's west side.
We should call this facility what it is, and it's a concentration camp. It's the Pier 57 concentration camp.
Oh, yeah, folks. We're in the middle of it now.
Stop applauding the 9/11 tragedy!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your Fuji-sponsored surveillance blank.
Rollback of our civil liberties, just like them telling us we can't stand on the sidewalk here. Yeah, we can. We went to court and we can.
The Republicans are here and taking advantage of the 3,000 people that died right behind me for their own selfish politics, and it's very sad.
He is a man of perseverance. He is a man of inner strength. He's a leader who doesn't flinch, who doesn't waver, who does not back down.
On September 11th, America was attacked. Suddenly, on September 12th, according to John Ashcroft and George Bush, 270 million Americans became the suspects.
Hey, Michael, why don't you talk about NORAD standing down? Why don't you talk about NORAD standing down, Michael? Why not the really hardcore 9/11 issues? My friends, this is totally surreal. I'm in the middle of police, machine guns, high-tech sound weapons that are being used in Iraq. And the would-be dictator is on the radio. I'm in the middle of New York City. It's a hellhole of surveillance and police state. And the Bill of Rights being torched, being destroyed.
If you're here at 11:35, they will arrest you.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail, and he'll face a disorderly conduct charge.
Are you going to institute his urine and blood testing when he commands you? Are you going to stick a needle in my arm when I have no criminal record?
The only questions I'm going to answer right now are concerning driver's license issuing.
You just follow orders, don't you? I will go to jail because of my morals and my beliefs. I will not take this. And I'm here to tell you, I already took this in 93, and many people will say, well, you've already taken it. What's your problem with it? Because now I figured out what this is, and I'm opposing all those others that are being herded in here like cattle to be thumb-scanned like criminals. They planned this. Just because you lay around doesn't mean it's not true. This is not a publicity stunt. I was a lot happier years ago before I got into all this garbage. I'm sick of sheep laying down. I wish you'd get up and do something. You're saying you won't take me to jail at 5 if I'm still here.
No, we're not going to take you to jail.
Oh, yeah.
If
yeah,
you
right.
don't leave now, I will be forced to arrest you.
Sir, I'm here to get a driver's license. I have never had a criminal record. It's time to go. Here I go. Get my stuff for me.
45 patients.
I'm criminal. Look at all this.
Alex, you look a little paranoid. What's the conspiracy here?
I'm just thinking about the best way to warn the American people of this incredibly secretive, powerful organization that has tentacles down into every facet of our society. It is the machinery, it is the cogs that the national security dictatorship are now already controlling the country with and are expanding their control right now. High-level members of the Illuminati, of the elite, of the global crime syndicate, meet with lower-level members, and basically it's like a corporate crime seminar. They are there planning the course of the world. They are going to force drug in a Brave New World type scenario almost the entire population. It's the ultimate power trip, completely out of control, and humanity has got to wake up to this elite, face the facts of history, and it's got to be done now. And I hope people will rally to this cry and stand up against the New World Order and the Illuminati masters that have built it.
But the victory will be more than just politics as far as I'm concerned. The victory will be an endorsement of a philosophy. I believe in my heart of hearts the victory in 1998 is going to be good for Texas, and that's the most important thing about the campaign.
Sir, shouldn't we abolish the Federal Reserve and the CFR? That's the real reality that none of you will talk about, most of you are members. That's what's destroying this country, Governor. Don't you stand for America, sir? What about the Federal Reserve and the CFR? You people are being lied to. This country's been taken over by Europe, and I'm being drug out. Laugh at it. It's funny, isn't it?
Let's grab an arm.
You see, for over 120 plus years in Northern California, in Sonoma County, on a 2,700-acre secluded redwood grove, leaders from around the world, prime ministers, chancellors, presidents, governors, travel there to engage in bizarre, ancient Canaanite, Luciferian, Babylon mystery religion ceremonies.
But now, for the first time in history, one man intends to discover once and for all what they're really doing in there. His plan is to infiltrate Bohemian Grove in the dead of night and secretly film their owl-burning ritual. His name is Alex Jones.
This is how George Bush dresses up. Right here. We got him on tape. This is how George Bush dresses. Right here when he's in the Bohemian Grove. He is nothing but a Luciferian twit. A Luciferian twit, Bush.
It didn't matter what my interpretation was. Alex has 8 million listeners. There are millions out there who, like Alex, absolutely believe that the men at Bohemian Grove are the satanic secret rulers of the world.
We have the videotape. This is a massive story. One of the stories of the century. One of the stories of the century.
Well, I'm Alex Jones, and I snuck in there in 2000. I'm the guy that blew it wide open and got the video. It's been on national TV.
Well, I disrespect you for that.
You do?
I do.
But there's a lot of big public officials going in there. Don't we deserve to know?
You took I don't know anything about you, and I don't know anything about your film. But if you go in there with an understanding, you violated that understanding by releasing that film, and I don't respect you for that.
Really? But we have public officials.
I'm sorry. You took an understanding when you went in there that you would not do that film. And did you have an understanding when you went in there?
No.
Did you crash it?
Yes.
Yeah, and it has no trespassing signs there too, doesn't it?
No, they put them up after.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just walked in.
I'm sorry, sir. I've been there before. I know what the circumstances are, and I'm sorry you violated the understandings. That was not a gentlemanly thing to do.
But what about the ritual? Is the ritual gentlemanly?
Sir, everything I don't owe you this comment.
I know. I appreciate it.
This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you and
goodbye.
The ritual? That's none of your damn business.
If we don't have these freedoms, if we don't have these liberties, then this is just more dirt. This is the same as Russia or China or Germany or Mexico. If we don't have these liberties, and it's the people that have to stand up and say, no, hell no, these are our freedoms and you're not taking them.